Okay, all right, amazing. Well, my name is Allie. I think we know that by now. I'm really nervous, to be honest, you guys. It's one thing to, get 100 people for a dance event, a sound bath, voice activation workshop, but to actually put my heart and soul into an album with words, not just like oohs and ahs with bowls, which is also sacred, but to actually put some words behind, my story, my life, and to share it with you all. I had actually originally hired a smaller venue, and beautiful Lynn was like, babe, power living, that's your studio, it's your home. And I thought, I just couldn't imagine not filling the room, so maybe I'll get the smallest place possible, just in case. And turns out I should have probably gotten Mossman Art Gallery because, or the damn cathedral downtown, because apparently there's interest and love. It's a whole different realm when you're sharing yourself in this way. So I just want to thank you all for being here and supporting me in this journey. So birthing an album. Who's released an album before? Yeah. You know what that takes, and there's like a lot there, right? And then there's the whole next chapter called promoting the album, which is again a whole nother expansion opportunity. So this doesn't even scratch the surface of the songs. This album in spirit doesn't even scratch the surface of the songs that I've written, but they're all songs that I've written in Australia, and I really just wanted to get something out because, as one of my favorite teachers, Wayne Dyer, says, don't die with the music still in you. And I really felt that, and I was just like, I got music in me and I need to get it out, and there's time to release more, but let's just get these out. So I'll be playing songs on the album, I'll be playing songs off the album, I'll be sharing some stories, and ultimately, just inviting you to receive. If at any point in time you need to excuse yourself, do as you please. Also, I want to thank the incredible Olivia. Show some hands. Where are you, Olivia? Olivia brought her magic to this space with this incredible, altar. She's turned me into the altar, which I'm pretty happy about. And she's an incredible woman, and I'm so grateful to know you, Olivia. And she just celebrated her birthday, so happy birthday, Olivia. I also want to acknowledge Kevin for the lights. Thank you for helping me set that up. Kevin. And Kat and team. Where's Kat? Yes. Meow meow. Incredible Kat's going to be taking some footage, and as well as some of her team, Michaela. So if there's anything you don't want to be captured in at any point in time, just tell them. Don't tell me, I can't remember anything. Not tonight. Just want to really acknowledge everyone that's helped me bring this into fruition. And I'm going to rabble on. But I think maybe we'll just start with some songs, hey? It's so interesting. I'm used to playing to a room with people laying down with their eyes closed. But it all started in San Francisco, where I was really finding my way as an artist, as a burnt out corporate executive, trying to just have an outlet for myself. And I would go to all of the open mics in San Francisco, and the favorite one that I played, I actually was just there 2 weeks ago. I would sign up and wait till about 1 a.m. to play one song. By then I was far too many, a few Jim Beams deep. Would totally bomb it, and I'd go home just like, wow, what just happened? It's fun to come back to the space where it's like people are receiving and being seen, being witnessed. I have come a long way in my acceptance of allowing myself to take up space to hold an entire event about me. Like, that's next level expansion. So I really, again, appreciate you all showing up and showing your support, and I hope my story and my stories resonate with you. I shared my story a handful of times, so a lot of you will be like, here she goes with her story again. But So I used to work in San Francisco in tech, and I climbed the corporate ladder. I basically believed that being soft, having emotions was a risk to my success. I looked at mom and sister as very emotional, intuitive creatures of the moon, and I was like, 1 plus 1 was 2 yesterday, and it's not today, and I can't trust that. So I'm going to silence and squeeze and suppress all my emotions and be an engineer like Dad, because that's safe. And I never want to depend on anyone or need anything from anybody. So I pursued an electrical engineering degree. I worked really big stake jobs in San Francisco, and I was deeply, deeply unfulfilled, and I was numbing myself with a bottle of wine a night, and I was connected to some form of artistry where I was writing songs about how miserable I was, but you won't hear all of those tonight. But what it brought for me was this realization that I wasn't living a life in alignment with my truth, and I didn't know what my truth was, but I knew that not going on this soul quest eventually to find that was more painful than staying put. And so I ended up throwing myself into a yoga teacher training and planning basically an escape from San Francisco, booking a one-way ticket to Panama, selling everything I owned, and embarking on a quest where I went 16 countries and 5 continents with a backpack and a guitar. And by the time I left India, I had 6 kilos of Himalayan singing bowls because I started studying that. And I was looking for healing from every guru, every shaman, every healer I could find, because I believed I was broken, and I thought someone could wave their magic feather over me, or some plant medicine ceremony would heal me. And it wasn't until I found breathwork that I really realized that we are our own best healers, and we have the capacity to heal ourselves. And so through the practice of breathwork and yoga, I started to heal a lot of stuff, right, without going into it. And I connected to my voice in a way that I had never really connected to. I've been singing since I was 16, but it was very much so like, these are the songs, these are the chords, this is exactly how they sound, and And I was approaching it from a very masculine energy, and as I fell apart, I had to shatter into a million pieces to discover what wholeness is for me. And in that process, through the breath work, I started playing with my voice, playing with these instruments, and ultimately brought me to Australia with that backpack guitar and 6 kilos of Tibetan singing bowls. Broke as a joke with a dream, and no visa options for sound healers. So I went back to corporate. I was like, come on, we got on the list. And I went back to corporate, really like with the kind of like tail between the legs, like I'm on the other side of the world doing the same job I hate. And it was a necessary means though to get a visa, to get some stability, and to start to build my business on the side. Because the first time quitting corporate was just like, I need to understand what lights my soul on fire, because I had been spending my whole life pursuing that engineering degree, climbing that corporate ladder, that I didn't really even know what excited me, what I was passionate about. Except for like drinking a bottle of wine a night and writing songs about how miserable I was. And I was like, there's something here. So it really was a massive catalyst, getting out and finding myself, and then going back to corporate to build some stability and to really start to fine tune what my offering is for the world, and to now be 3 years almost running my business full time, offering breathwork and sound healing and voice activation. And it's funny, I was at a festival at Prana Fest 2 weeks ago, and I had just launched my album, and I was on 2 different stages, and I didn't sing any of my songs because I was there for work, sound healing and voice activation, which I love that I get to do that full time. But now I realize I clearly need to book more stage time at these festivals. So it's really, really exciting to be able to play these for you. And I've been so busy marketing this event, which I think I've done a good job now because there's people here, that I was hoping to do all sorts of things, the looper, and get all complicated. But you know what? Like, I've been overcomplicating my life for far too long, and now we're just going to strip back to the original, way that these songs were birthed. It was just me and the guitar. So stripping it back to all that. I'm going to start with a song that's actually not on the album. It's a song I wrote when I decided I was going to quit my job in San Francisco. And I knew I was going to Panama to work on some guy's boat in the Caribbean, arranged through from one of my yogi friends. And I wrote this song as an ode to getting ready to take off. So this one's called. I should just check the guitar's tuned. You get the tuning song. So this one's called Panama, and there were a lot of countries that I was hoping to go to, maybe to go to, but didn't quite get there. Not yet. All right. Right, sorry guys. We're gonna tell some more stories. We're gonna get the guitar ready. That's good enough. All right. So. Oh, and I'm gonna record this. I'm gonna attempt to record this. I'm gonna put this whole thing on YouTube. Here we go. Got this feeling in my bones. It's time I start making my way. Wouldn't it be nice if I could just sail away, sail away, sail away, sail away. And I'm going back. Oh, I'm going maybe to Brazil to have it. I'm going to Colombia, and I'm going where I Corporate lights running dry up, feeling like I've sold my soul. Today I proclaim my ember. I'm taking it back and sailing away, sailing away, sailing away. I said I'm going to Panama. I'm going maybe to Brazil, and I'm going to Sri Lanka, yeah we did, and I'm going wherever I feel. Send me away, I'm going places. One-way ticket for the ride, just closing my eyes and taking flight. And I'm going my first time it's happening. Oh shit. Very, very deep lyrics there. Yeah, May 1st, May Day, was the day I took off on that one-way ticket to Panama. And as I call my Eat, Pray, Cry, Eat, Repeat tour, that was, yeah, it was big. It was big. And I met a lot of amazing people. I tried a lot of things. And this next song is the first song off the album, called San Francisco. So this was sort of an anthem of plug your ears, kids, fuck it, just have fun, do what you need to do, buy the one-way ticket to Panama, quit your job, blow your entire life savings like I did, and go around the world and start over, because you know what, like, life is too short. And I love to quote a Maharaji quote, love tells me I am everything, and wisdom tells me I am nothing, and in between the two, my life flows. And as much as this quest of who am I and what am I doing here and this album and what are we doing here. It's everything and also it's nothing. And it doesn't really matter, but it's fun and we get to play. And so I'm a big, big fan of Play as Medicine. So this is a bit of a playful tune for you. How's the sound, guys? Yeah? Oh. There are more reverbs in there? That's a fun one. Something that I wanted to say earlier, it's really interesting recording an album because for me, I much prefer live, and every song is different depending on where I'm at. The day, I'll sing it differently, there's different choruses, there's different oohs and ahs, and so to record is like, but that was just today. Okay, we'll put it on the album. All right, progress over perfection, because if I were to just nitpick at every little thing and lick and all of that, I just wouldn't get it out. So, so what you heard on the album is going to be different tonight, because I'm feeling different. All right, so This next song is a song I wrote called Cup is Full, and it's a beautiful, I guess, a reminder of the transient states of nature where we can, or of our existence, where we can feel one way, so good, so amazing, so high, cup is so full, and then right after I wrote this song, I got locked out of Australia and stuck at my parents' house for 3 months, and that was a different type of expansion experience. But this was when I was feeling very, very high off of a man I had just met. Didn't really know him, and I was like, I'm gonna go to California. See you in 2 weeks. And 3 months later, yeah, it was a whole different experience. But there's a whole other song I wrote about getting locked out of Australia that I'm gonna play later, part of the unreleased set. But this one is called Cup is Full. So what I forgot to mention about this event is just how important this studio really has been for me. Not only is it solstice, welcome to the return of light, slowly but surely, but it's also International Yoga Day. And yoga for me, my yoga teacher training particularly, was the gateway drug to my spiritual journey, essentially. And I had, when I went back to corporate and I put the bowls on the shelf and I went back to, you know, nerd herding, middle manager, I was laying here and somebody was teaching yoga, and at the end she sang a little mantra with the bowls. And you know when there's something you know you're supposed to be doing and it hurts and you're not doing it, and I realized, and she was lovely, but I was just like, oh, I should be up there singing and I'm not, and I'm just back in corporate, and it was this visceral, like, I'm not doing what I've been put on this earth to do. And I went in the bathroom and I just started singing the mantra, and the teacher goes, was that you in the bathroom? I was like, yeah, I sang at yoga studio in Bali, and I could maybe play here. And she's like, well, yeah. Well, I was like willing to pay her to play because I was so like, please, just let me get these bowls off the shelf. And then of course, COVID happens, and next thing you know, once I got back from America, I ended up doing their yin and sound live stream. So I got to develop myself as a sound healer on Zoom from the comfort of my home. But this studio has been so supportive for helping me expand and grow. And so to hold this album launch here really means so much to me. So thank you, Power Living. Ow, ow. What's the next song on the album? Yes, Sweet Melody. So, well, I know you like this one. So, this song, as we are just a collection of waves vibrating from different frequencies from one moment to the next, sometimes those waves ride high and sometimes those waves ride low. And I went through a bit of a low point. I had quit corporate again, second time around, and I was, in the act of like, all right, well, let's go for your dreams. And I was just crippled with fear of like, there's so many things I need to do, but now I'm afraid of not making it work. Because the first time I had to go back to corporate, and I was like, well, we can't go back again. So there was this added pressure I really put on myself, and it got a bit dark. And it's like being able to hear the sweet melodies of life, like the birds chirping. You don't necessarily notice them when you're in a dark place, or maybe you do, but for me it was like I wasn't able to hear the sweet melodies of life. And then, I don't know, maybe a beautiful connection. I can't remember what it was, probably a festival, just dancing barefoot on the earth, shaking it out, and realizing that like I was just overthinking all of it. I was able to hear the sweet melody again, and this song just poured out of me within like 2 hours. So this is Sweet Melody. Sun kisses, raindrops on my skin, so sweet. To hear again the bird song, she calls to me a sweet melody, sweet. Thanks, guys. Aw. I remember practicing that song. Written it, and must have been a year ago, and I was going to these rocks around Shelley for the last bits of winter sun, and I was just lost on this rock playing that song. And I look up, and there's a crowd of people perched over with their phones, taking all these videos, and one part of me was like, I should have put up a sign. I should have put a tip jar up. And I was like, but it's actually not about that. And it was just me being fully in my pleasure and my bliss and joy of being in the moment. And I realized it's not about any of the likes. It's not about tagging me on the stories. It's not about tipping me. It's just knowing that I don't need to heal or fix anybody, but just by being me is healing in itself. And I really had to overcome the savior complex of, but I'm here to heal the world. And it's like, actually, the world is perfect. In the Tao, they say the world doesn't need fixing, it's perfectly perfect. And to just be me, the highest vibration there is authenticity. And so to just be me, whether that's me riding my scooter with a robe after the sauna, or walking through Coles with a sauna hat and a robe on, because who gives an F? Everybody's taking this, or a lot of people take this too seriously, and I know from my own experience I took this whole thing very seriously, and I still do. I care about all of it, but realizing that we are just here in these bag of bones for a blink of an eye, and yesterday is a memory, tomorrow's a dream, and all we have in this moment. So, shout out to Gina Chick for that quote. So this next song is a song called Come Home. And it's really all about, coming home to myself and marching to the beat of my own drum. And I'll let you interpret the rest of it. Come home. Let go. Come home. All the things I thought I ought to be. great. Thank you so much. Thank you. Love you guys too. Okay. Mama needs a drink. So this next song, so as I mentioned, through my healing of, and it's continuing, it never ends, people, but inviting a sense of playfulness and silliness into it all. But as I started to really get out of my own way, I started to find these facets of my voice that I didn't know I had access to. As soon as I ditched the guitar, I ditched the chords, I ditched the words, I ditched all of it, and I just started to pray and ask Spirit to come sing through me. Let me be an easy and open conduit. May I be an instrument of thy peace. Please use me. And I just would dedicate myself to my practice, to the breath work, to the toning, to all the things, to the movement. And things started to happen. Things started to open up. And it was the less I forced it, the less I tried to control it, the more it just started to move through. So this is an ode to that. This is Spirit Song. And yeah, I hope you like it. My heart is open, and my mind is free. I tap into the well of abundance that flows inside of me. My heart is open, and my wings are free. I am ready to receive the fire. That Spirit Song. Okay, so this next song is called Butterfly. And it's funny, a song that is really about just letting go of what people think. Just create to create. Let go and let your wings spread wide. Fly, fly, and let go of all the stuff that is holding you back, that is keeping you small, that is closing you down. And in the recording process, I was working with an incredible mate. Shout out to DA, who couldn't be here, but he helped me master and produce this entire album. He's also got a birthday, so we'll give it to him. He's busy. But as I was recording this, I was so hung up on this song, and I was like, I don't know, what do you think? And he quotes my own lyrics of the song, and he's like, I think you should let go of what other people think. And I was like, damn you! It was really, really great. He's such a legend. If you ever need help bringing your music to life, he's an incredible soul who will do that. A lot of this stuff on the album that you heard, like San Francisco, he's like, it's a pretty hippie tune, how about some tambourine? And I'm like, yeah, man. He's like, how about some bass here? And he just, yeah, it was such a pleasure to record this with him. And yeah, so calling in his spirit, thank you, DA, Papa Fire. Yeah, more to come on him. But yeah, this song is called Butterfly. Let yourself create without an ending back. Let go of what others might think. May your heart be moved by the rhythms of the earth. Feel your breath, feel your breath. Surrender, allow, and let go. Whatever wants to be felt, just let it all go. Your opinion on me is none of mine. God, they are business anyway. So I just do like that. Dance slow with your eyes closed in the middle of a busy street. Yeah, be an example of mine. Just having a good time. Don't wait till it's too late to share your magic with the world. We need what your medicine has to offer. We need you now. Hey, little butterfly, you've been cooped up for too long. I can come out of hiding. I know it feels safe to hide, to now be seen. It's time you spread your beautiful wings. It's time to fly. Let's fly, oh fly away. Get outside and play. The world is ours today. So let's make it a better place. Dance slow with our eyes closed in the middle of a busy street. Yeah, be an example of life. Just having a good time. Don't wait till it's too late to share your magic with the world. We need what your medicine has to offer. We need you now. Dance slow with our eyes closed in the middle of a busy street. Yeah, be an example of life. Just having a good time. Don't wait till it's too late to share your magic with the world. We need what your medicine has to offer. We need you now. Oh, I need you now. Hey, little butterfly. Oh, I need you now. Oh, hey, little butterfly. Oh, we need you now. So that is Butterfly. I believe we all have magic to share with the world. We have medicine to share. And I don't care what that looks like, right? Whether, I mean, even that's you serving coffee with like the utmost service and support for your fellow humans, because we need you to do that. Like whatever it is, but like sharing your medicine, whether it's the smile, the hug, the opening the door, the just asking that person how they're feeling, that neighbor that maybe you've never spoken to, that's magic there, and it doesn't necessarily need to look like quitting your job and buying a one-way ticket to Panama. So yeah, that's Butterfly. And
We love it.
thank you. All right, so this one is the last song on the album. It's a cheeky, chitty, chitty, bang, bang cover. Because my soul sister Destiny had a little baby in her belly at this, it was the baby blessing. What do we call it in this country? Baby blessing?
Baby blessing.
Baby blessing, yeah. And I sang this for the group for beautiful now Nixie is now Earthside, and Destiny's like, you gotta record that, and I was like, well, I got a whole album I gotta record first, and I was like, all right, we're putting it on the album. Bonus track. So this is a beautiful little lullaby. You may remember it from Chitty Chitty Bang Bang many, many years ago. Dick Van Dyke, anyone?
Yeah.
The sound of repair. Okay, so we're gonna take a little break, like grab a cupcake, stretch your legs, use the toilet, come back in 10 minutes, let's say 8:35, and then I'm gonna be playing songs that I have not released, songs about men who have pissed this. All right, sorry folks, you didn't get to hear the story, but it's a story about heartbreak and losing oneself into the bath of love. Consumed by you, you swallowed me whole, confused by you. Say you're addicted to love,
I thought you were the one. Now I don't know how to breathe now that you are gone. Temptation, confused, 'cause I was addicted to you too. Thought it was love, apparently not. You're just addicted to all of these to you too. I thought it was love. Apparently no. Thanks, Brian.
So this next song I started writing on the beaches of Santa Teresa in Costa Rica. This was probably the second country. I went to Panama, work on a boat with a captain that got a bit too crazy, so I got off that boat and I started teaching yoga at the surf camp over there, and I found myself on the beach watching the tide roll back, and all these rocks were exposed. And I thought this beautiful metaphor of when you have enough time to really settle in and the water clears and you realize that there's a lot of stuff beneath the surface that we may not have addressed. And so I wrote this song, and there was a lot of reggaeton going on in Costa Rica as well, so a bit of that. And then I ultimately finished it in Bali. But here's Waves.
Waves they come and waves they go, and as they go they reveal rocks beneath the surface, just below the undertow, beneath our feet precious stones that keep remaining, freedom from
been a very long time since I've even played that song. Like I said, I was very busy promoting the event. I didn't get a lot of practice, but this is just going to be what it's going to be. So we're going to now sing a song. It's really funny. How things happen, right? And we're like, oh my God, this is totally terrible. And but this totally terrible thing that happened is the reason I'm in this country. It's not Brian, it's another guy. It's another guy. So Brian sent me on the one-way ticket to Panama, but Damien, the smooth, chatting Australian bloke I met in San Francisco and dated for 2 years, turns out he was cheating on me the whole time, which was a bit of a bummer, but it's a great, great motivation to write a song. So that happened, but he also introduced me to a woman named Tegan, and Tegan lived in Australia, and she was in San Francisco when I met her, and living there for a bit, moved back to Australia, and she was following my journey on Instagram when I was traveling, and she was like, when are you coming to Australia? And I was like, I wasn't planning on it, although there was a psychic in India who said I would go to Australia, and maybe I will. And she's like, babe, you could stay at my place in the Bower overlooking freaking beach. She's like, I'm going to Europe for 3 weeks. Just stay at my place. And I was like, well, everyone I met says I belong in Byron. Where's Byron? And she's like, yeah, babe, you could do that, but you'll have no tech backup jobs. So just saying, you know, you're kind of like negative on funds right now. So like, I like legit didn't even have enough money to buy a ticket back home to California because I was like, we ain't going to start a new life in our hometown. This is it. We're doing it. So I came to Manly, and within 3 weeks of being here and trying my luck busking on the street with no amp and no equipment because I was broke as a joke, and the seagulls are very loud, very hard to compete with out there on the streets, people. But I got my busker's license, and I got here, and anyways, ended up getting a job and a visa within like literally 3 weeks. But this beautiful soul, Tegan, sort of lured me into this country, and I'm so grateful for her. She's now living in Newcastle, otherwise she'd be here. But if it weren't for that guy who introduced me to Tegan, I wouldn't be here. But that motherfucker cheated on me. And he was very inspirational. And I actually think I got several songs out of this guy, but you're going to hear one of them, and this is called Prognosis. Tell